everyone, I'm Catherine from K-Cakes, and today we're going to be making sugar cookies from scratch. For today you are going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 cup or 2 sticks of butter. You're also going to need 1 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 large egg at room temperature, and then you're going to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. You're also going to need 2 pans, 2 bowls, and the pans are going to need parchment paper on them, and you're also going to need a hand mixer. Okay, so now we are going to mix some of our dry ingredients together in our first bowl. So what you're going to need is your 3 cups of flour, you're also going to need your baking soda and your salt. I put them together in one bowl, so I have my pinch of salt and my baking soda. And then you're also going to need your baking powder. You're just going to whisk it up. Not really doing much with this. And now we're just going to set this off to the side. Now with your other bowl, which I suggest should be larger, you are going to add your sugar, and you're going to put your butter in. You're going to take your hand mixer and you're going to plug it in, and we're going to cream together the butter and the sugar. It should form crumb-like clumps like this. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to add your 1 egg, and then you're going to add your vanilla. You want to try to get as much of this mix off of the beaters as possible, so then you have more cookies. Alright, now you're going to have your spatula, and we are going to incorporate in our flour mix into the other bowl. I would say put about half of it in first, and then kind of fold it in. Now, after we're done, we are going to put this onto a cutting board and start kneading it. Okay, now that we've cut it all out of our bowl and onto our cutting board, we're going to start kneading it. Okay, so I'm done with the kneading. It's all kneaded and ready to roll out and use cookie cutters, which I wanted to mention I had gotten new cookie cutters recently because I am making these cookies for my mom. Today is Mother's Day and I wanted to make something special for my mom, and I thought that these cookie cutters would be really nice and I thought she'd like them. Okay, now let's get started with the dough. So I'm just going to use this to kind of just separate the dough so I don't have to deal with a whole lot at once. And another thing is that I'm going to flour my surface. And what you also want to do is you're also going to want to flour your rolling pin because it will stick to your rolling pin if you don't put flour on it. Okay, so now we're ready to use our first cookie cutter. I'm going to use the heart first. We have our first cookie. And you're just going to place it onto your baking sheet with parchment paper that you had earlier. Oops. And we're going to take some more dough and do it again. I also wanted to mention that if you don't have a circle cookie cutter or any other cookie cutter, you could also use a glass to cut out shapes as well. See? And it works just as well as the cookie cutter does. Well, I think these cookies turned out really great. As you can see, all of the shapes luckily survived, even though a few of them may have been a bit broken. But I'm sure I have a few taste testers that will do quality control on them. Other than that, look, they're really nice and amazing, and I think they'll make for great Mother's Day cookies. My mom would love them. And you could either eat them the way this is, or you could stay and watch the next video on how to make royal icing and decorating these lovely cookies. See you next time!